Horn polishing. Is pink the new black? Or are these bubblegum beauties shaping out for disaster? This is Rhinos on the Rise, and I'm cardboard cutout TV anchor person Dora Smarmy. Hi guys. Sorry, I miss Crashbox. Like, that was the greatest kid show on the face of the earth. Like, of all time, top number one for me. Especially because it was HBO, and I didn't get to watch it very often. But when I did, it was always freaking amazing. We have it on, I want to say Amazon Prime now. Because we paid for not the ABC, the HBO package. Just so we could watch Crashbox with Violet, because it's got 2 seasons on there. It's great. But it's not Rhinos on the Rise. It's, Distraction News. That's with Dora Smarmy. So, this is end of week 2, beginning of week 3. I don't have chemo next week. I would have, but it got pushed back because of my whole platelets and everything last time. I have chemo in a couple weeks. So I'll go through my 3rd week of feeling good, and then it starts the process over again. But, no, so I feel good. I'm back to eating, pretty regularly. Nothing tastes bad, really. Barely getting out of the Mr. Chunks phase, which I don't have a whole lot of because I haven't been eating a whole lot of, like, I just eat what I crave, and it hasn't been sugar stuff, so I haven't been feeling sick. I've actually been feeling great now that I've been incorporating more vegetables in my diet and been drinking more water. So I still have problems with, like, gallbladder issues, because, like, for everyone who knows me and anyone who doesn't gonna learn now, I got my gallbladder pulled in, like, 2011. So I should have been on a special diet for that, but I wasn't, and that's probably why I ended up gaining so much weight. Which, once I start getting on a healthier diet, will hopefully start to change. Because I am tired of being heavy and sick. I would like to be fit and sick. Why? Because there's not as much weight being put on my joints and stuff. Not to mention, if I'm used to the movement and I'm used to getting up and moving and exercising, it's a little easier to get up and move and stretch and exercise later on versus trying to do it now like my fat ass doesn't really do. So we're going to start changing that because most of my bedroom's clean. I've got like 3 totes left I need to put away, and that's because my cabinets need fixing. Like, I needed pegs to put on the edges of, like, the shelf. That way I can put the shelves back on them. But I needed special sizes because it's a glass shelf, and it was supposed to come with them all, but I lost them. I still have to go get a door installed on it because the cats like to climb in there and sit in it, and I don't want them messing with the brat dolls. They're from my late stepmom, and they're very special. So it's like her cabinet isn't getting put together because it's just going to get torn apart like it is because the animals are messing in it. So I have to finish doing that before I can unpack the tote that they're in, and it's all chaos. But I'm getting to it so I can take the damn door off and get it fixed because I'm tired of the cats sitting in there. They almost broke one of my shelves, but I can't skin the tortie. That's my mom's new baby. She finally fell in love with another kitty again, and it's a little tortie. Of course, because Boots looked almost like a tortoiseshell, except he had a big white tummy and little paws, little white paws, little socks. That's why we called him Boots. So, she's got her kitten that she spoils, and I always wanted a younger sibling, but damn, this is too young. I can't handle a baby sister coming at me, clawing on me all the damn time. She hides under my bed and she waits. She waits to attack Mr. Fluffy Cuddle Whiskers while he's sitting there doing nothing. He lets his guard down, damn it. I told him don't trust these cats. They're shady as fuck. We got 4 now. I've got oldest is Snickers. She's calico minx long hair. That's my baby. She's a fat kitty too. She got fat after she had her baby. It was a stillborn because we didn't know we needed to help her have it. We thought maybe she was going to just have it on her own. She had complications and it died because we didn't pull it out and save it. So she's the mama. She mothers all of them. Lola's the second oldest. We got her full grown just after Snickers. So they're like best friends. Or at least they used to be until the big gray cat showed up. That's the lunatic. She started off cute and cuddly and we all loved her as a kitten, and then she turned into a big fat ass cutthroat bitch. She tries to be the alpha, and so she does her pecking order shit, and we're actually trying to rehome her because she does it to the dogs too, because she is quite a bit larger than 3 of our 5 dogs. She's about the same size as my dog, Trixie, my little dog Trixie. She's a Pomeranian Chihuahua, and she's on the tall side. She's on the leggy side. She's a little mutt. Dumb as a box of rocks, but loyal as shit. She does not like people getting close to me at all, especially dudes. She will sit there and growl at you. And then, just to fuck with you, if she thinks you're trying to sit closer to me, she'll jump in my lap and she'll just sit there and stare at you. And every time you try to move, she'll growl at you till I tell her to stop. It's adorable. She thinks she's badass. And she probably could be if she really needed to be. Then there's the baby kitty. We found her earlier this year, actually. She's only a few weeks old, a couple months now. She's still little. My grandma out at her house had this old tree and it's still living, I think, on the top, but the branches come out and it makes like a bucket inside the tree. It's really cool. But mama had the babies in there, and when they started eating hard food or wanting hard food, they started chewing on her instead of nursing, so she kicked them out. She left them in there. And then when grandma, she moved them for a day because grandma was trying to get her out of there so she could plant a flower in there and not have the babies there no more because she didn't want them there. Mama Kitty proceeded to drop them in a pile of blocks that my grandma's got in her backyard to go for her foundation around her trailer. And so we had to go and dig them out of the pile of blocks. And that's how they got their names. We had Hera, which was the all black one with blue eyes, who ended up being Hades because he was a boy. We named him so because he was very aggressive when we first got a hold of him. I pulled him out of the hole and he was the first one growling at me, first one spitting at me, tacking our hands and stuff. He didn't eat for 2 days. We had to force feed him because he did not want to be here. So he was protecting his little sisters, because then we had Loki and Zelda. They weren't twins, almost, but not quite. And they were little calico long hairs like Snickers, except they had tails. And Zelda had more of an orange face with a black spot on her ear and then a white chin. And then Loki had the split face with the black cat and the orange cat. And then she started off as Aries because I thought this little tortie was a boy. And so I called her Aries. Loki was the one that was the hardest to get to. He ended up, because the first 3 were 2 rows in and 3 rows down. so we could just like stand there and see him in after a little while, and we just reached in and grabbed him. Loki went like 3 rows further in and hit the floor. So we had to like really dig her out. And then once we got them all sexed and made sure they were all okay with the vet and stuff, we changed all their names again. And then the vet assistant took the other 3, and we kept Ares, which ended up being Aphrodite for a little while. And then Athena for a minute, because she was smarter than Aphrodite. And then we just started calling her Xena because she's batshit crazy. And she fits her. She's Xena, Kitty Naughty. Because she's not a warrior princess. She's Kitty Naughty because that's what my mom nicknamed her. Or the Naughty Kitty. That's what I call her, the Naughty Kitty. Because Kitty Naughty is off of True and the Rainbow Kingdom. That's what, it's like the little ninja society that Bartleby wants to be a part of. I love my kids' cartoons. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Not all of them. There was one called Larva on Netflix I was not very fond of. My camera cut off. I don't know why, but it just randomly stopped at 11 minutes and some odd seconds. So, it cut me off talking about that TV show Larva that I don't like. Oh, now she's out there watching Kipo and the Wonder Beasts. The Age of Wonder Beasts with Crazy Grandma. There we go. Alright. This is attempt number 3 at trying to get this recorded. The first one cut me off at 11 minutes. The second one cut me off sooner because I'm hitting a size limit somewhere. See, this is why I don't like using my phone. I don't understand any of this. But I'm going to fix that. Hopefully this month. No, probably not this month because I'm getting my snake this month. Maybe. No, I'll probably end up getting it next month because I bet you it's got to stay there for a little while to get into its feeding habits and stuff first. At least until first shed, I think. So, I don't know. But eventually I'm going to get an actual camera and a legit tripod set up to, have all this done in one shot kind of thing instead of random cut together pieces because I don't like editing at all. I just like being able to upload it and go, which is why all my clips and my thumbnails are like me having funny faces because it just takes a random picture of me in the middle of the video and plasters it up there till I figure out how to put what I want. So I got a lot to learn for this YouTube thing, and I'm not getting my desk cleaned off fast enough to do it. As you can tell, I'm still behind on uploading videos because I'm still back. I think my recent upload said it was still in May, so I may just start uploading what I record now just to keep the size stuff off my phone and then go in and put the older ones later. That way I can have the now because I feel like what I talk about is more relevant now. I stay on topic easier, or at least I find more stuff to talk about than the first ones, because the first ones were more about being in front of the camera and getting used to like having eye contact with it and knowing where it's placed and being able to socialize with you before I start randomly staring off in my room again. So I'm working on it. I'm getting better. As you can tell, I'm finding funny ways to entertain myself in front of the camera. But it is 4th of July weekend, which is why I decided to try and get this out this morning while we're still at home. We are traveling, so I finally get to go back to the hospital next visit and be like, yes, I traveled, and they're gonna have to take my temperature and stuff. We are rising in the COVID count drastically. Like, I'm super pissed at how all of a sudden we got slammed with it. Because we were doing really good for the longest time. Prowers County had none. And then I think 3 or 4 squeaked in. Like, one person squeaked in being tested for it. And the whole family was put on quarantine. Kind of like my situation, except I got stuck in Springs because I'm high risk. But they came back negative. And then all of a sudden things go back to normal. And now our McDonald's is shut down because of it. Someone tested positive there. I think that was the second case or the first. There's another restaurant that was shut down because someone tested positive there. We have like 26 cases. Just jump all of a sudden. So my mom's like, you know what? Fuck it. People are being stupid. They're bringing it into Prowers County, and I like to get out of the house every once in a while. So obviously I'm going to go to Walmart to get groceries or to Safeway to pick my meds up myself or some shit. So we might as well go see my dad in Wiggins and spend the 4th of July with my family. So we're going. And we're going to go camping, and it's going to be fun. We have a huge tent. We have 2 huge tents and a canopy that connects them both. So we're going to have like a glamping experience because I'm used to just having one tent for everyone. Probably won't go swimming. I don't trust Jackson. Last time I remember being in Jackson, I came out green in my swimsuit. So I think that was a summer right before senior year. So we probably won't swim, but we'll have the tent set up and the fire pits, and everyone's gonna have their RVs and shit. So, and there's gonna be fireworks, and it's gonna be back where I grew up. Because I mean, I've been in Lamar for 10 years, since 2011. So it's like 9 years, 10 years, 2010. It was 11. We moved fall of 11 because it was right before I went to college in 12. But before that, from 5th grade up until the first half of senior year, I was out in Morgan County, up north. Because right now I'm so far south, I'm like an hour from the Oklahoma border where I'm at now. I think I've explained this in a previous one that I haven't posted yet. And if I haven't, then I'm geographically giving myself away. And my mom's gonna be like, why'd you tell them that? I don't know. What's up, guys? So I had an ending recorded for this 4th of July video, and somehow it got corrupted, which is why I didn't get this posted beforehand. Since it has to be recorded post 4th of July weekend, just know that we had a blast. As you can tell, I got some serious color. I didn't mean to, but when the sunscreen wears off, it wears off, I guess. It was so much fun. My kid was like ecstatic. She slept so hard, like the final night. It was adorable. Cut that. I slept so hard the final night that they were calling me a bear the next morning. But yeah, all you missed from that ending was me telling you to be safe and don't drink and drive. So I hope you all had as much fun as we did this weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!